Aaron Joer, Light Yagami, Ayano Koji Kiyotaka, all brilliant manipulators in their own right, masters of control, deception, and strategy. But even they pale in comparison to a monster, a ghost in human skin, the god of manipulation himself, Johan Liebert. If you've watched Monster, you already know Johan doesn't manipulate people. He rewires their reality. But how? What makes him so terrifyingly effective? I didn't just watch Monster once, I watched it twice, studied psychology books, dissected persuasion techniques, and compared Johan's tactics to every mastermind out there. And I found 5 chilling methods Johan used to control literally anyone. You can use them too, but be warned, step 4 can destroy lives if used with bad intentions. So take this seriously, because once you learn these, you'll never see the world the same again. Method 1. Find the cracks, then exploit them. Before Johan manipulates, he investigates, quietly, intimately. He discovers people's hidden scars, broken dreams, lost love, past regrets, the wounds they never show the world. But here's the genius. Johan never attacks directly. He lowers their guard gently. He'll relate with a similar struggle, tell a story that hits too close to home, or paint a scenario that mirrors their pain. It's disarming. Imagine your friend isn't good at studies. You casually mention your straight A record. They might smile, but deep down their insecurity sharpens. Now they see you as someone they need to be like, someone who has what they lack. They'll begin to gravitate toward you, seek your advice, depend on your approval. And all it took was one comment. Because once you hold someone's weakness and offer them the solution, they trust you, they need you, and you've got your hook in. Method 2. Mirror their soul. Johan doesn't just talk, he listens, actively, precisely. He mirrors people so well they see themselves in him. He becomes what they want, a confidant, a friend, a protector. That's the trap. If someone talks about their childhood, don't just nod. Ask, what made you fall in love with that memory? Do you miss those days? Why is that time so special to you? These questions hit deep. You're not just listening, you're pulling out pieces of their identity. It's called tapping into the conversation already happening in their mind. This level of emotional sinking makes them feel you get them, and when people feel seen, they let their guard down completely. Method 3. Isolate without them. Noticing, isolation isn't about cutting people off. It's about slowly becoming the only person that matters in their world. Johan made his victims feel like he was the only one who truly understood them. Every time they needed help, he was there. Every time they questioned life, he had the answer. And slowly the rest of the world faded. You can do the same. Ask subtle questions like, do you really think they'd be there for you? Would they do the same for you? Tiny seeds of doubt. As those seeds grow, their trust in others crumbles, and yours becomes unbreakable. Now you're the sun in their sky. They orbit you, and only you. Method 4. Rewire their reality, the dangerous one. Gaslighting, the most lethal weapon in a manipulator's arsenal. It doesn't break people, it erases who they are. Johan was a master of this. He'd begin by caring, listening, being the rock they leaned on. Then slowly, he'd twist their memories. Are you sure that happened? Maybe you're just overthinking. You always misremember things like this. Each question chips away at their certainty, until they question everything, even their own mind. Look at his sister, Nina. After surviving trauma, Johan subtly framed her as the cause of it all. He didn't scream or accuse. He just planted quiet doubt, and it destroyed her sense of self. That's what gaslighting does. It makes you the only truth they can cling to in a storm of lies. They stop trusting themselves and start needing you to tell them what's real. Use this knowledge responsibly. Because this tactic, it can wreck lives. Method 5. Weaponize your appearance. We're told never judge a book by its cover. But in the real world, everyone does. Johan didn't wear masks. He didn't disguise himself. He simply looked perfect, clean, calm, charming. Even his own sister was captivated when she first saw him, because humans are wired to trust beauty, confidence, and composure. You don't need a six-pack or designer clothes. You just need clean grooming, eye contact, posture, and controlled energy. Look trustworthy, and people will trust you. Look sharp, and they'll assume you're competent. Remember, a clean-shaven man with tidy clothes will be trusted 10 times more than someone disheveled and messy, even if both say the exact same words. That's your first impression, and Johan never missed his. Method 6. Predict before they decide. Anticipation control. Johan didn't just react, he anticipated. He studied people so well that he could predict their decisions before they made them. He knew their emotional triggers, thought patterns, and weak spots, and set up his words like traps. This tactic is powerful. Let someone believe they're making their own choices, when in reality, you've already designed the path they're walking. For example, if you know someone is insecure about loneliness, you might say, "Most people leave when things get tough, but I'm not like that." Now, when things do get tough, they'll remember your words and stick to you out of fear of being abandoned. You didn't command them, you just predicted and planted the right idea. That's control without resistance, the ultimate mental chess move. Method 7. Use truth as a weapon. Most manipulators lie. Johan, he told the truth, strategically. He knew that a well-placed truth cuts deeper than 1,000 lies. By exposing truths others were too afraid to face, he built terrifying credibility. Imagine telling someone, "No one really listens to you. They just wait for you to stop talking." They'll be stunned, not because it's cruel, but because it feels true. Now they'll wonder, what else does this person see that others ignore? This creates a new dynamic. They start fearing your insight, while also craving your validation. Truth, when weaponized, becomes a double-edged sword. It earns trust and creates emotional dependence. Method 8. Create illusions of choice. Want to make someone do something? Give them the illusion that they're choosing, when in reality, you've limited the options. Johan was a master at this. He never forced decisions. He framed them. Example, instead of asking, "Will you help me?" say, "Would you rather help me now or after lunch?" See the trick. Either way, you win. They feel in control, but the outcome was always yours. This method is used in politics, business, and persuasion at the highest levels. When you control the frame, you control the game. Method 9. Disappear to build obsession. Sometimes the most powerful move is to walk away. Johan understood this perfectly. After making someone emotionally dependent, he would vanish, just enough to create panic. This triggers emotional withdrawal, the same way addiction does. People don't miss the manipulator. They miss the feeling they gave them. So when Johan returned, he was met with more loyalty than ever before, because the absence made the connection feel sacred. To use this in your life, don't always be available. Give value, build connection, then step back. Their mind will fill the silence with obsession. Method 10. Control through calmness. Johan's most terrifying trait. His unshakable calm. While others panicked, cried, or screamed, he whispered. And that silence spoke louder than any roar. Here's why it works. When chaos surrounds you and you remain calm, people assume you have control. And the one who appears most in control becomes the leader. Psychologically, this creates a dominance hierarchy. People will follow those who seem grounded, especially when they're unsure. In conflict, stay composed. In arguments, stay soft-spoken. In fear, smile. Because when everyone else is losing their minds and you're still thinking clearly, you don't just win, you own the moment. Final thoughts now with these 10 shadow tactics. You're not just scratching the surface of manipulation. You're entering Johan Liebert's territory, where influence becomes art and control becomes effortless. But remember, power without ethics is destruction. Use these tools to build, not break. To understand, not exploit. If Johan teaches us one thing, it's that monsters are made, not born. Stay sharp, stay strategic. And don't forget, you are always one sentence away from owning the room.